Robert Bellarmine, De Verbo Dei, Episode 20. Deinde regula catholicae fidei certa, notaque esse debet. Nam si nota non sit, regula nobis non erdret. Si certa non sit, ne regula quidem eret. Pordro privata spiritus revelatio, ut in se certa sit. Nobis tamen nota esse, nulla modo potest. Nisi forte divinis testimoniis, id est verdris miraculis confirmetur. Quodrum extrema penuria ii praesertim laborant, qui hoc nostro saeculo non minusquam ceteri spiritum iactant. Then, or next, the rule of the Catholic faith, Catholicae fidei, is feminine singular and genitive. The rule of the Catholic faith, sure and known it ought to be. In English we would say, the rule of the Catholic faith must be, or ought to be, considered sure and well established. And then Bellarmine provides his reasoning. For, if it is not known, si nota non sit, it will not be, non erat, a rule for us. Nobis, masculine, plural, and dative. Erat is future indicative. Sit is present subjunctive. And thus we have a mixed conditional. If it is not sure, si certa non sit, then ne quidem, it will not even be a rule, regula. As I've explained in other episodes, ne quidem works in this way. The item which is negated goes in between ne quidem, and typically in English translation it goes after an expression like not even. Then it will not even be a rule, a regula. Moreover, furthermore, privata revelatio, the private revelation of the Spirit or of a spirit, and spiritus is masculine, singular, and genitive. It doesn't have a macron, but I know that it's genitive because of the context. The private spirit of revelation, or the revelation of the Spirit which is private, ut in se certa sit, in order that it might be sure in itself, nevertheless, nobis nota esse nulla modo potest. It can be, potest, in no way, nullo modo, known to us. In other words, the revelation, a private revelation of the Spirit, in order for it to be sure, certa, in and of itself, it cannot be known to us because it's private, unless nisi forte, perhaps, forte is an adverb, divinis testimoniis, by divine proofs, that is, id est, by true miracles, whereas miraculis, it is established. It should be established. Confirmetur. Confirmetur is a third singular present, subjunctive, and passive from the first conjugation verb confirmo, confirmare. And it's used here in the subjunctive as part of a conditional clause introduced by Nisi. Both these expressions, divinis testimoniis and verdris miraculis, these are both neuter, plural, and ablative, and they are ablatives of means with confirmetur, unless perhaps it should be established by these two things. So then, quodrum extrema penuria. Extrema and penuria are both ablative, feminine singular, ablatives of means. The antecedent of quorum has to be plural and neuter, and that's miraculis and testimoniis. So under an extreme lack, extrema penuria, or an extreme poverty of these things, meaning divine testimonies and miracles, those persons, especially labor. So who are those persons? Well, is picked up by the qui clause, which will conclude this passage. So those persons who, that's the qui, those persons who, hoc nostro saeculo, in this age of ours, non minus, not less than in other ages, ceteri, boast iactant of the Spirit. Boast that they have the Spirit is implicit. Iacto iactare is a first conjugation verb, and it means to boast or to throw something around. So then, is the subject of laborant, the main verb, and is modified by this qui clause. In other words, Bellarmine is saying, those who boast that they have this Spirit, They do so in this age of ours no less than in previous ages, and such persons especially labor in a condition of extreme poverty, extrema penuria, of, quorum, divine testimonies and true miracles.